Ladies and gentlemen, the fairy, and last I left off, I had to take a little bit of epoxy sculpt here, and she was basically missing a finger on this side here. I had made a very little epoxy sculpt on there, took the end of a hobby knife or a toothpick, and made the little slit for the finger, and that was an easy fix. One thing about her though, she came in this color, and I really couldn't see if there's anything I need to do, so I had to shoot her with a just a deal of primer. No preference on the primer. This is just what I had on hand, red primer. And speaking of primer, I don't like to spend money on primer. You can get the ones in the bottle where you can airbrush them or brush them on. I kind of classify them as just paint, not really primer. I like cheap rattle can primer. I think because to me this is a filler, it's not a paint, and it's just to spray on, seeing the imperfections, sand, and that's really what that is. But I didn't have any cheap primer. I got very little, and I won this at a raffle. So I thought, well, we'll try Tamaya's little primer. Not bad. I wouldn't pay the money for it personally. It's very nice, but I'd rather buy the cheaper can. However, the cheaper cans are just about as expensive as the major brand can now. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. So I got her sprayed, and now I'm going back in, and she just got little like imperfections. Stuff that you just need to sand, like on her legs. There's a couple spots, you may not be able to see it, like in between here, where am I at? Just a little bit of, I want to say, the way they molded it, and it just needs to sand, and one more, I think, round of sanding, and then one more round of primer, and then we can probably start painting. And I really don't know what I want to paint her. I kind of, Tinkerbell was the first one to come out, and there's actually a Tinkerbell one of these if you ever find it. I think I've seen it at like Walgreens or Hobby Lobby, and I may have to try to track one down on a little fairy kick for some reason. But anyway, I think we'll try to figure out what to paint, how to paint her. I thought about, I was getting adventurous, make a little warrior fairy, which who knows, I might even do it. May paint her now and then warrior out later on, but anyway, so far not too bad, different, and anyway, I think the sculpt on it's pretty decent. So while I tinker with that, one other thing I happened to just run across it. I wasn't really planning on buying anything, and I ran across this, and this is the sword Tyrannosaurus Rex, which is basically a zoid or a knockoff zoid. And I don't know if it's, I don't think it's a clone, because, well, I could say that too. I mean, if you really look in you get the mechanism that makes it walk. But if you look at the kit, and I haven't unbagged it yet, it really got a Bandai vibe to it. And of course, I know they copy word. This is the master grade, not master grade. Oh, where did it say it at? I read it somewhere. There's like 3 versions of nope. Anyway, there's like M1, M2, and M3. One's like master level, medium level, beginner level. But anyway, the manual instruction sheet is kind of Bandai-ish, but anyway, it's one of those. I was really intrigued, and I'm not a real big fan of zoids. I am to a point, but one thing that caught my eye was 1/35 scale. I thought, well, we'll just have to see how big this is, and I'm probably going to build it. It's more, I'd say it's more I want to say generic zoid into because they do the, I want to say STEM, for kids building and or adults. But anyway, it's one of those kits that I it was an impulse buy, and anyway, I wanted it, and we'll just see what happens after the fairy, and we'll probably do this as well. Just be something different too. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. Doing research on some knockoff Zoid, and we got the fairy and primers. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for the next exciting episode.